How to rank on the first page of Google, quick and easy. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we will be taking a look at how you can rank on the first page of Google. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing you need to do before you get into wondering whether or not you can rank on the first page of Google is that you have to meet a couple of these prerequisites. So what these prerequisites basically mean is that you need to make sure your website is rid of any of these issues before you can rank on the top page of Google, because if you don't have any of these things, if your website has some of these issues, you will not be able to rank on the first page of Google. So your website should be mobile friendly. It should load decently fast, so it should not be a slow loading website. Then you need to have clear navigation and UX, so your navigation panel for your website, the overall directory of your website needs to be clear. Then you also need to have secure HTTPS, and it also needs to be free of any major SEO issues, such as maybe your homepage does not have any of the target keywords or any of those major keyword issues or SEO issues that you see on websites. They should not be present. And then you should have well-written content. So even if it is a blog or an e-commerce website, it needs to have well-written content. It doesn't mean that the content in it or something like that needs to be well-written. By well-written content or high-quality content, I have explained it in much detail in another video, but high-quality content means, yeah, you should add SEO optimization, like you should keep SEO optimization while writing titles, you should add subtitles, you should add subheadings, or all of those factors. I have a detailed video, so check that out if you need to have a better understanding of well-written content. Now, once you have done that, you're going to do the first thing, which is check the competition. So what do I mean by check the competition? Well, if you're looking to rank high on SEO or rank on the first page of Google, the first thing you need to do is check what you are up against, if it's even going to be viable to rank against these companies or these web pages. So let's say that I am running a purse store. So I want to get a good ranking for the word purse. So if I go on to Google and I type in purse, now if I type in purse over here, the top ratings are these. So I have Amazon, I have Dictionary Cambridge, I have Nordstrom, The Roz, Purse.io, Merriam-Webster, Dictionary.com, and these are competitors I really can't imagine going up against. The reason for that is that you're going to be up against a bunch of different larger companies, so it might be very, very difficult for you to be able to go against these results. So it might not be a very viable keyword. However, if you still want to be in that category, if you want to rank #1, but purse is a very, very saturated keyword, so it's going to be very unrealistic to aim for this. Instead, you can go for a kind of different keyword, but that would serve the same purpose. You could go for a keyword like affordable purses for women. So if you search for affordable purses for women now, you can see that the results that I'm yielding are not as large companies or conglomerates that are uncompetable. I can actually compete for this kind of keyword. You can see the top 10 results are what you really care about, but you can see they are not as high ranking. Or if I go for affordable purses, now, if I go for a search like this, affordable purses for university students, this entire keyword phrase is a lot more helpful or a lot more easier for me to rank in, because it is not going to be as flooded with, super high competition. So that is the first thing you need to do, is check your competition and aim realistically. A keyword like purses or cat or, handbag is not going to be a very realistic goal to get #1 on. The second thing is to check the domain rating. Now, I don't really go by domain ratings. I don't think that they affect your website as much as people say, but domain ratings are a good way to measure your competition. So you can go on to any website authority checker or domain name authority checker or domain rating checker. They are all the same. It refers to the same thing. And you can just copy and paste the website of your keyword competition. So let's say this is the top result for the target keyword that I'm targeting. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy their link, put it in the authority checker over here, And now you can see it doesn't have a very good domain rating, so that actually means that I can have I have a good potential to rank higher for this keyword. If it has like a super high domain rating, then it has a lot of different backlinks. Domain rating basically means the amount of viable or authoritative, which means from larger websites, how many larger websites are referring back to this website, and if you have more backlinks you have and from the larger or more authoritative websites you have, it's going to lead a larger impact on your website as well. Now, moving on to the next thing is that you have to choose the keyword that you're targeting before you get started into ranking on the first page of Google. So you need to understand what words are you wanting to rank for on the top page of Google. So this is very essential whenever you're trying to rank on the first page. And let's say I want to rank on the first page of Google for a specific keyword. That is something to keep in mind whenever you're doing this. So let's say I want to rank for purses for women. So let's say I want to rank for purses for women in 2023. Now, this is the keyword that I want to rank for, and that is your first step that you're going to do. The next thing you're going to do is search for the search intent. So search intent basically means why are people searching for this query? Maybe for a simple query like this, purses for women in 2023, people just want a trend forecast. And with search intent, you need to understand what people are searching for. And when you match this search intent in your result, in your website, then your query or your article, your e-commerce listing, whatever it is, your page is going to rank higher when you match the intent of the search. So you need to find the search intent. It's very easy. You can just simply search for this item and search for related queries. So you can see the related queries, and this will give you an overall idea. You can just use simple deduction to analyze what people are actually trying to get from this kind of search. If I search for cake recipes, obviously my search intent is that I want a recipe for cakes because I'm trying to bake a cake. If I'm searching for how to get rid of mosquitoes, then the search intent is to rid myself of mosquitoes that I might find. So you need to analyze the search intent. Once you have done that, you're going to match the intent in your pages. The next thing that you have is the type of content, content format, and content angle of your content that you are publishing. So to match the search intent, you have 3 formulations that you have to do. So first off is your content type, which is going to be either is it e-commerce or is it a blog. So if the intent of people is to find a baking recipe, then a blog is going to be the better content type for that. Then if I was to discuss content format, so content format means how you're formatting your blog. Let's say we're continuing with the example of our blog, that is a food blog, and then what kind of format should I follow when I'm trying to post recipes? Well, to match the search intent, it is going to be a how-to. That is going to be the format that I'm going to follow. You can have listicles, you can have opinion pieces, you can have essays, whatever kind of format. So with the intent of a recipe, the perfect content format is going to be how to format, because if someone is looking for a recipe, the intention is to learn how to create that recipe. The third thing is content angle, which is slightly more difficult to explain, but it basically is the unique take that you are providing that is going to set your article or blog or page apart from the rest of the blogs. So next up, you have backlinks. Backlinks are super important, and there is not a lot you can do if you don't have organic backlinks to your website. Backlinks basically mean when another website refers to your website, and they are just a simple way to get your website SEO to rank higher. And then you have internal links. So if you're not able to get backlinks, you can always put in internal links. To do that, you can just go onto Google and search for your site domain and then the keyword that is relevant to your page. You will see all of the index pages from your site that have that specific keyword. And then you can visit those pages and add internal links where they are relevant to that keyword. And this this is going to build a better website with a better backlinking system, and it will pass as linked pages. Now, another thing that you also have to do is to keep into account the CTR curve. So let's say the average amount of time people go on beyond like the second page is very less. So it's very important to rank on the first page. However, if you're ranking in the 10th position and you get a 1% click-through rate, so let's say that if you're ranking in a position 10 for a keyword that gets searched around 1,000 times per month, so this keyword, let's say, is getting searched 1,000 times per month, and you're at the bottom of the first page, so you reach the first page. That would mean, according to the CTR rate, which is the click-through rate, you're only going to be getting around 10 clicks or 10 visitors via this method. So it might not be worth the effort. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.